Tow it. Swing it. Sling it. That's the way. Every day you can play Beat the Clock.
And now here's the star of the all-new Beat the Clock, Monty Hall.
Thank you very much, folks, and welcome to Beat the Clock. You know, this is a show where you can have all kinds of fun, and I hope that you're enjoying watching it as we're enjoying bringing it to you. It takes a lot of skill to do these stunts. Mark my words. It's a lot of work, but they get paid off handsomely. Two couples against each other, and then against our famous clock for lots of money. Two couples waiting to be introduced by Jack Nars.
Well, our returning champs, Monty, are Steve and Karen Oates. Challenging them, the green team, Frank and Gloria Jennings.
Hello, Jennings, Gloria, Frank, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
What do you guys do?
Well, I teach disco dancing.
Oh, really? I like that, I like that.
Me too.
And do you do it full-time?
No, just part-time. We do, my girlfriend and I do exhibitions, and sometimes Frank helps me out.
Oh, are you a disco dancer, Frank?
Well, she drags me into it sometimes on the weekends when I have nothing better to do.
What do you do during the week?
I dabble in commercial real estate.
You dabble in commercial real estate. The way it's going these days, you're more than dabbling, I'm sure.
Well, I'm trying to make a buck here and there.
In California, they make a buck here and there and everywhere. Well, good luck to you. It's not real estate, but you can pick up chunks of dough. Steve and Karen Oates, who are our champions, how much money have they amassed so far?
$1,300.
$1,300, and trying to go for a big one today and see if you can add to that. And Steve, you are?
I'm a paramedic with the Long Beach Fire Department.
That's right. We talked about the paramedics on our last program and all the good things that you do. And while you're doing that, Karen is looking after babies.
That's right. That's
No,
right.
no,
Not yet.
no,
We're working on
Oh,
it.
you work out. Oh, I'm sorry. I had you mixed up with the other champions. What do you do, Karen?
I'm a housewife.
Oh, you see, we get these contestants come on, and one says, I'm a housewife and look after the children. But you just moved in. That's right. You're thinking about a house and all that sort of thing. I got the story straight now. I remember that part of it. All right, good luck to you, and maybe you'll make enough money to get that house. Now, we're going to go in the very, very first deal. We're going to have, in this stunt, we have all four of you working in this particular one. I want the ladies on the mats. I want the ladies in the green to go on the green mat. The lady in red sweater goes on the red mat. The gentleman in green goes over here. And the gentleman over there. You see, this is very fragile because we have little cigarette papers here. And what I'm going to ask you to do, gentlemen, is to take a straw, put it in your mouth, and then put your hands behind your back. Using the straw, you will suck up the piece of paper on the end of the straw by suction, and holding it there, you will transport it over to your wife, who will take it away from you by the same kind of suction on the straw. So there's a straw for you, and there'll be a straw for the lady in red. All right, you know how it works now? Then you turn around, and you will deposit it in the ashtray. You got it? No hands.
But you're always just sucking in.
Well, if you're blowing out, it falls down. I guess that kind of makes sense, right? Okay. Now, what we're going to ask you to do is we have a 60-second race to get in as many as possible of these straws into the ashtray. The one who's leading at the end will be declared the winner. So to begin with, you may use the straw in your hand, and then after you put it in your mouth, bend down and pick it up and put your hands behind your back. Okay? Ready? Go, gentlemen. No. It can't balance. It has to be. You know the way I told you to do it. That's it. You suction on the end of the straw. That's it. Now you got it. There you go. Now you understand. Now it's one apiece. Oh, now you got the idea. Gloria's really got the idea. She learns how. She's got two. Oh, one just blew away from her. Now she's going to try and get another one. No hands. That's it. Hands behind back. Hands behind. Watch your hands, Gloria. Watch your hands. That's a good girl. See if you can get this one now. Take your time. It's still a close race. Take your time. It's still 2-1 for the red team with 10 seconds to go. And no, you're balancing it again. Here we go. It's still 2-1. Time is up. You didn't even need it. That was nice. That was a nice motion there. You almost put the straw in here and catapulted right out of the studio. But there were 2 in Gloria's ashtray as to only 1 for Karen. The green team wins and okay, everybody back to home base now. Everybody back to home base. Let's take a look up on the scoreboard, see the nice $500 that's registered for the new challengers, Frank and Gloria Jennings. And you know what happens? You win $500. I'll give you a few seconds to catch your breath, and then I'm going to ask you to work together to see if you can earn another $500. And what we're going to do is we're going to play a little game that we call Swivel Hips. Come with me. Both of you. Right over here. And this is going to be some kind of a thing for you. Gloria, I want you over here on this phone book. And Frank, I want you on this phone book. And I am going to put an apparatus on each of you. And here's, first of all, put the belt onto Frank. And Frank, when you put the belt on, you will notice that we have a ball that swings from the end of a loop right over here. I'll show everybody the ball while we're putting the belt on. Nice and snug for him so it doesn't fall off. Around his hips. How is it working? Just have to adjust it a little bit for Frank. While he's doing that, we go over and show you that Gloria has got an apparatus here with a net on the end. Gloria, without using your hands, and I'm going to ask you to put your hands behind your head, and I will ask Frank to do likewise, I'm going to ask you to get that ball going, and I want Gloria to catch it. And I want you to do this, we'd say, how many times should we get that in the period of time? Twice in this amount of time. Let's see how much time we have on the clock. On the clock for this stunt, we have 45 seconds, and in that 45 seconds, you have to get the ball in the basket twice. You have to catch it. When it comes in the first time, I will take it out and put it back into motion again. Okay, is it nice and snug? Okay, are you ready? How is it?
It's a little loose.
A little loose. Can you get the ball swinging?
Well, I
Yes, I think you can get the ball swinging. Okay, and that's what you have to do, and you have to catch it twice, but you must not leave the phone book. Okay, you got to stay on the phone book and do a lot of good stretching, hands behind your head. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, start the clock. Close. Just take your time, lots of time. Take your time. Take your time, Frank. Oh, Frank. Take your time, Frank. Get it nice and that's it, Frank. Now you're moving it. All right, now stretch. Seconds left. It doesn't look like our friends, the Jennings, are going to be able to complete this stunt. Time is up. I'll tell you one thing. We've got the Mormon Tabernacle Choir out there, and their harmony was wonderful when you didn't get... It was close, but not close enough, and you had to get 2, but you can't win them all, right, Gloria? It was a nice try, Frank. Nice try, Gloria. And you still have $500, and we'll come back to play more games and see if we can add more money to your bank accounts right after these messages. We are back. Play Beat the Clock with 2 lovely ladies, Gloria Jennings and Karen Oates. And so far, the green team is leading by 500-0. And this time, we're going to ask the girls to perform a little stunt. And the idea is to take this little bow that we have, beautiful little bows made out of paper, and we want you to get the bow down into this receptacle at the end of the table. You cannot leave the end of the table. You must stay at the end of the table and manipulate it down and inside here. And what we're going to ask you to do, of course, is to go into a 60-second contest. The person who gets the most bows in will be the winner, or who is leading in time. As a matter of fact, just at the end of 60 seconds. We'll go until until time runs out, okay? Incidentally, what I'm thinking about right here is how do you get the bow inside the receptacle?
Blow on it?
Ah, good idea. Blow on it. No. Try another reason. Kick it, hit it.
Hit it.
Right. No. What we have for you is this lovely oriental fan to manipulate it by moving it down the end of the table. Isn't that nice? You like that? Have you tried this before? Very good. Very good. Very expensive fan. Please don't break it. They're worth about 60 cents each. All right. Are you ready? Okay. Now, when I say go, and don't forget, you can't come down the sides. You have to stay behind and work it down in the end and inside. While you're doing it with one hand, the left hand should be behind your back. Okay, girls? Ready? Go. No, you're leaving the side of it. No, hold it. Stop it. Stop it. Hold it, girls. girls. What did I tell you? I told you can't... Stop the clock, please. What did I tell you? I told you can't leave the end of the table. You can't go down the sides. You were both caught going down the sides. That'll be a 5-yard penalty for offside. Are you ready? Okay, start the clock. All right, already she has one in. She has 2 in. Look at Gloria go. Gloria has 2, but poor Karen has none. Oh, Karen's coming close. Oh, threw it over. They both threw one over at that time. No pushing it, no hitting it, just with the fan. That's it. Don't, please don't hit it with the fan. Just, you have to blow it in. Okay. Come on, kid, give it a shot with that fan. That's good. Very good. Gloria, make a big breeze, Gloria. Make a big breeze. All right. An insurmountable lead is being racked up here, but here she comes back with her second. She's still trying to get one down from the end of the table. And as time runs out, it looks like another victory for the green team. I'll bet your husband didn't know that you're one of the best fan operators or fan dancers in this world, right, dear? All right, so you picked yourself up another $500. The green team has $1,000. As you come back to home base, you'll find out that your gentlemen have been behind the scenes getting ready for the next stunt. And take a look at them as they come out now. Ladies and gentlemen, from outer space, I give you Frank Jennings and Steve Oates. Now, since only one person can be a winner and go into the next round, and since the red team lost, you went through that whole exercise for nothing. Steve, but that's the way it goes. So you can sit down and watch this, or you can go and remove that from yourself, as I ask Frank and Gloria Jennings to join me now in this position over here. This is a serial game that we're going to play, and I'm going to ask you, young man, to sit down on the chair facing here, and I will have Gloria standing over here feeding you some cereal. Oh, isn't that nice? This is a bowl of cereal. This is a bowl of cereal? Well, whatever it is, it's a bowl of mush. And on top of his head, we have a bowl receptacle waiting for it. There is a nice yellow line around this bowl, and what I'm going to have you do is ladle this in until the cereal level reaches the yellow, and if you can do it in the time allotted, you will win yourself $500. The time for this stunt is, on the clock, 55 seconds. Oh, it would be very easy if I just let you ladle it in, so why don't we put a blindfold on Gloria so she can't see what she's doing? And therefore, you, my dear Frank, will be calling out instructions to her. And I would suggest that you cover yourself pretty well with all this, because she may miss on a couple of occasions. Okay, Gloria, can you see anything?
No.
Good. The ladle is right here. If you reach down for it, you'll find it. Put your hand down. You see it? That's it. So as soon as I say go, you have 55 seconds to get the level up. He's not going to move anywhere. He's going to stay there and keep that level on top of his head. Ready? Go.
Okay, right there. Okay. Lift it up, and put it in there. Put it in there. A little. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Okay, okay, just keep it right there. Okay. A little closer to here, but keep toward me. Okay, in there. Okay. All right. Okay. Somewhere right there. Yeah. Okay. Right there. That's
15 seconds. Go faster, Gloria.
okay. I guess you're okay. Yeah, that's just fine. Okay. Don't. Okay, don't go away so far. Okay, that's good. Right there. Yeah.
All right, stop the clock.
Did I do it?
I'll tell you, yes, you did it. You touched the, that's what I want you to touch the yellow. You also, don't say anything. Don't nod. Don't go forward. You still got a bowl on top of your head. I want you to, you not only touched the yellow, you touched my slacks, you touched my shoes, I'm a mess. thank you for your sympathy. Now, while he gets out of this mess, I'm going to continue in my mess, and we'll see you right after these commercial messages. Marked off in money amounts, as you can see, that range all the way from $300 all the way up through $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 to $1,000. And the team whose disc is leading, when you've thrown them all, will be the winner, receive that amount of money, and then play the bonus game for 10 times that amount. So if you should win, let's say, with $800, you'd be playing the bonus for $8,000. Remember that when you throw the disc down here, don't throw it too hard or it may go off the end, and then, of course, it's out of the game. Same thing for a disc that goes off the side. Same thing for a disc that doesn't go far enough to hit the first $300. You have to get it into play. If you'll note, there are 3 green discs to only 2 for the red. And that's the reason, if that is because the green team is leading in money coming into this game by a score of 1,500 to nothing. So they'll have the first and the last throw, having a decided advantage. However, you never know what happens once they start shooting. Girls go first. Gloria goes first, be followed by Karen, then over to Frank, then to Steve, and then you'll decide who takes the last disc, okay? Here we go. Take your time, Gloria, and shoot the first one down the old shuffleboard. That's Gloria. Shooting and knocking it right off the side. Like I said, that's where you could lose an advantage, and the green have just lost an advantage. Now Karen goes for the first shot for the red. Of course, Green still gets the last shot. She gets a nice one and touches the 500. So Frank comes up with his second disc. With the 500 is the one that he has to pass by or knock off the board. But the 500 of the red is in the lead. Frank comes. It's a very gentle one. That's not going to help him too much, because what he's done now is he's laid a block on himself. The 500 in the red is still in the lead, and now red takes its final shot. Steve will think about his strategy. Will he knock the green out of the way? You know, he's going to try and get a higher amount. So here he comes sliding down, knocks the green into the red, and has laid a perfect block, because with green's last shot coming up, listen to me. Who's going to take the last shot for your team? Who's going to take the last shot, Frank or Gloria? All right, now, Frank, let me tell you what you have in store for you. This is in the lead with 500. This is your disc. This is another red that's blocking. Your strategy now. You'll have to determine it yourself. I'm not going to help you, but you know what you have to do, and it's laid out on the board in front of you. Take a second to think about it, and then what is Frank going to do? All right, here goes Frank. Not very good shot at all. Not a very good shot at all. All he did was push his own disc into the red. The red team wins with $500. So we take a look up at the board right now. The red team gets $500 and has their first amount of money, and will be playing the bonus game for 10 times that amount, $5,000, right after these messages. All right. Steve and Karen Oates are now going to play the bonus game for $5,000. It's not a strange game to them. They played it on our last show and almost succeeded in winning the bonus. But for the people who haven't seen this bonus before, let me explain it. We have a nice round table over there, and we have a slant board over here. At this point, Steve is going to get down on that slant board with his feet up here, and we'll get him into a good position with the strap holding his feet down so he doesn't fall off. And we will ask his wife to hand him these bean bags one at a time. When she hands him a bean bag, Steve will then toss it over his head back to that table, hoping that it will stay on that table. And he has to get 4 of them to stay on that table. And if he does, in the amount of time we have on the clock, they will win $5,000. And the time on the clock is 40 seconds. Yesterday, as you may recall, he got 3 on there on 2 occasions and happened to knock it off at the last second. So maybe Steve is ready to do it this time. Ready, Steve? Good luck to you, and go. He's got one. Up, and Steve unfortunately didn't do as well today as he did on our last show. This time he only managed to get 1 on the board, but as the way things go, you could come back, be champion again, and have another shot at it and try and win it. So you don't get the $5,000, but you are the champions. And, of course, that's half the battle because it gives you another shot at the bonus again tomorrow if you're successful. And you will be coming back tomorrow. We'll total up all our winnings and meet the other folks before we say goodbye right after these words. Goodbye to Frank and Gloria Jennings, but when we do, we still give them $1,500 to take along with them. Thank you for being such good sports for you kids, too. The champions, Steve and Karen Oates, come back, win a few more dollars. What is their total now after a couple of days? A brand new total for the Oates family. That rings up a total of $1,800, and they come back to meet another couple tomorrow on Beat the Clock. Join us, Monty Hall, saying bye-bye, everybody.